Welcome back to Risque Business News. I'm May.
And I'm Laura. And today's episode is another little hodgepodge. We're going to be talking about, at least on my end, Stanley Cups, the viral trend that has a sinister twist to it. You'll find out.
Your Stanley Cup is killing you.
It's going to kill you.
We're also going to talk about Jack Sweeney, a former guest of the pod, friend of the pod. He's in some hot water with the Swifties. You've probably heard a little bit about this. I also want to talk about a little Elon Musk update. He has more kids I didn't know about. Great. Maybe other people knew about that, but I did not know about this. And I also want to talk about little meet that he had with a journalist that is very concerning and super weird. I'll talk about that. And those are the topics. I also want to talk a little bit about, some of the most expensive ads from Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. We're recording this on Super Bowl Sunday, so
etc. Yeah, no enjoy. Spoilers. It'll be fun.
Where's the money?
I don't understand how you make money.
Hold on.
From that, though.
2 stand-up comics in New York City.
Just learned a lot of this stuff.
I'm going to ask all the stupid questions that you might be thinking at home, but are afraid to ask people. Making it to where you feel like you're too stupid to be able to ever engage in it, they win.
Why the fuck are they doing this?
It's to make money. It's Risque Business News.
Oh my God, Laura. Well, it is Super Bowl Sunday.
It is a couple hours until Taylor Swift touches down.
That is wild. Do you think she has a shower on her jet?
For sure.
Yeah, I would think so.
Which is crazy.
It's so nice.
I bet it's a sick jet.
Talk about luxury, dude.
I know.
That is so nice.
She must be tired.
Yeah.
She kind of needs it.
Yeah, for sure. Do you have who are you rooting for?
Taylor. So I guess the Chiefs.
Okay.
I don't give a shit. Do you? Also, Chiefs, you realize they've gone to the Super Bowl last year, back in 2019. I didn't really know about that. I was like, oh wow, they're really good.
I don't really pay attention to football unless it's the Patriots, and they're usually
when the Patriots are in, then I'm usually we're both from New England, so forced into excitement.
Exactly.
Or my other favorite's when Philly does anything.
Yes.
I enjoy when Philly gets involved in sports because they're crazy people.
I like Baltimore too because I feel
Baltimore's
like it's just
great.
I don't know, salt of the earth people. You know what I mean? Any salt of the earth towns I like. You know who's the opposite of salt of the earth? San Francisco.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So there is that going against them, but we'll see.
San Francisco is definitely not salt of the earth, and Kansas City though that is, for sure.
Yeah, that's not the type of earth I want to live in, but it is one type of salt. No offense.
Salted earth.
Yeah.
It's good. I'm excited. I'm excited to see the halftime show. I feel like Usher is probably this is bullshit because they don't get paid for that either. So he's like, why?
He must be promoting an album or something.
He must be.
Yeah.
He must be. He will get a lot of eyes on him. I mean, I have a feeling it's going to be the most watched Super Bowl ever.
Yeah, I would
think
guess
so.
That. What I've been seeing on my TikTok a lot, there's been a resurgence of people being into Creed.
Yeah, Kaya, my good friend, my best friend Kaya is obsessed with Creed.
Dude, they're good. Okay, that honestly, they're good. Can you take me? Bop. It is a ballad, dude. And so I've been getting that Super Bowl right after 9/11 where they did the fake bald eagles going over.
It's so epic.
So
it was
funny.
America on steroids. Wasn't there a guy flying around?
Yes.
It's great.
I think it was supposed to be a bald eagle, but
Let's pull it up.
Maybe I just thought that to myself.
Creed 9/11 Super Bowl.
Dude, apparently they're playing in Jersey, and I have friends that are like, do you want to go? Because it would genuinely be a good concert.
I think they might be doing Madison Square Garden at some point.
Let's go.
I mean, I would. Kaya will definitely go.
I mean, it's gonna be a quality program.
Yeah, of course. Let's see. Oh,
did you know what? I think they're a Christian band. It's one of those Christian bands that you don't know they're Christian necessarily, but then when you listen to the lyrics, you're like, oh, this is
yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
There's
another one that's like that too. Who am I thinking of? Oh, the Killers are a Christian band.
Yep. No, I'm having trouble pulling this video up. We'll have to link it or something like that.
We know what it is.
It's great though. The guy's flying around. It's really like America porn,
It is fun. There it is.
Here we go.
So epic.
you're just listening to the program, it's this fully bald, or no, actually, he does have hair.
No, he's bald.
He's bald. Okay, he is bald.
Yeah.
He's holding on to these big rope or sheets and flying around the stadium. It's pretty amazing.
I assume that's a bald eagle, right?
I guess you're probably right.
It's a bald man.
He's a bald eagle.
Oh my
Happy
God.
9/11.
That is so fucking funny. It's hilarious. What are your predictions for ads?
For ads, I can't wait for Budweiser to somehow incorporate Taylor Swift into their. I'm sure
Do you think Shane's gonna make an appearance?
Maybe. But I cry at every Budweiser ad.
Yeah.
They're always, it's always like a young horse and then like a child and then a dog. And then like even thinking about it right now, I'm also hungover. But I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to cry for sure. I can't wait.
Super Bowl ads can be wicked sad. Speaking of which.
They hit you in the heart.
I know. So I looked up the most expensive ad that's ever happened. Apparently in 2020, there was an ad named Loretta and it broke millions of hearts. And it only cost, okay, this sounds ridiculous what I just said, but it cost $16.8 million for a 90-second slot. It's okay. I know that's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
That is a lot of money, but like I assumed that they would cost even more than that.
Yeah. What was it for? The fact that I don't know what it's for is tough.
So it was for
Loretta.
Nationwide, I believe. So it was
Okay.
Oh no, not Nationwide. Sorry, it was for Google Assistant. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. So it featured an 85-year-old man suffering from dementia who uses his Google Assistant to remember his late wife Loretta through their photos.
Why did that cost $16 million? Google, you need to budget better.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah, I feel like I could shoot a commercial with the plot you just described. Let's pull it up.
Oh, it's so sad. And then
Loretta.
So the ad ended with a list of the old couple's memories stored in Google Assistant, and then the old man says, "Remember, I'm the luckiest man in the world."
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Too much. Too much.
Google Super Bowl commercial. Here we go. All right, we're gonna fast forward through some of this. I just want to get a sense. This cost $16 million. It's a slideshow, motherfucker.
Well, just the timing of it when it played. Probably not the actual like logistics.
Oh, you
of
mean the ad?
making
But why? But why was that one more than?
Because it was probably at a better 60-second slot than the other 60-second slots. It's like
Wow.
magazine. You know, there's like the centerfold
If you're
or
on
the
the
cover,
cover
and then
or
there's like
not.
other ones that people are like getting up and going to the bathroom. And
They clearly spent all the money on the ad, like actual ad placement, because the
Yeah.
ad itself is legitimately a slideshow.
Yeah, of course.
Of like some pictures. I'm like,
I think it
this cost maybe $50 to throw together.
I don't know. Advertisement costs so much,
I know,
but
it's nuts.
it was probably right before the halftime.
Yeah,
That's the best spot. You know what I predict actually is probably going to happen? I predict there will be a lot of ads surrounding the war in between
You think?
Hamas and Israel. That's what I'm predicting. Because I have seen some.
Budweiser's like, how do we make this? How do we sell beer with this?
This is about us. I saw that there is one from.
Excuse me.
Someone is funding this. God damn it. Why can't I remember any details? But there was somebody funding.
The church one? The Catholic Church is like, oh, what was that? I saw
No.
something.
I meant for this year, there's somebody like maybe from the organization jewbelong.org. They might be funding something that I saw like a little preview to. So we'll see. It'll be like a big bummer of a
Oh, yeah.
bunch of information.
There's an ad. No, that's what there's an ad for at the Super Bowl. Hold on, I want to pull this up. He Gets Us, and it is for Jesus.
I remember this.
Yes, that was last year. It cost $7 million for a 30-second spot, and they just did an ad for Jesus.
You know what? I mean,
I'm buying, I guess. My guy.
Yeah, this is like kind of generalizing, and obviously the Super Bowl, everyone's watching. Like even I'm watching. I haven't watched one single game this entire year.
Yeah.
So it is kind of a moot point or whatever. But I will say I feel like football and religion kind of go together a little bit. Like,
they for sure.
because there's like the Tony Romos of the world. Like there's like a lot of highly religious athletes in that sport.
Yeah, no,
So-
absolutely. I think it's also just football's a little bit more popular in the South.
Yeah.
A little. Well,
I think so, yeah. Because there's like the high school. People go out and see like high school players.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't fucking give a shit.
I don't know if the NFL is technically more popular in the South or if it's just college football, but the concept of football is definitely more popular in the South.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, you got to get those Jesus ads running. So apparently this one, the Jesus ads will be returning this year as well.
Good.
So keep an eye out.
So it's gonna be like all religion
for Jesus to be sold to you this evening.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you think that Usher is gonna have any special guests come out?
Yeah, I bet he does.
Yeah.
I bet it's gonna be someone I don't even know. I feel like
aging,
Ice Spice.
Aging R&B artists will always pair up with an aging rock star. It's gonna be like the Foo Fighters or something like that.
Let's see if that's been announced yet, because I think that actually comes out ahead.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think.
Could you imagine how nervous he must? I mean, he's obviously been doing this for 1,000 years, and like, he's probably got this down. But like, the idea of doing a performance of this magnitude,
I'd be freaking out. Obviously, apparently in 2020, J-Lo and Shakira were joined by Bad Bunny and J Balvin. That is epic. That is a hell of a lineup.
Yeah, that is great.
That is nuts. So those are really high caliber guests. I wonder who.
Yeah, it's a damn Super Bowl, of course. It's
right.
gonna be good.
But I mean, like Bad Bunny and J Balvin could both do that. They could lead it solo. You know, it's not like it's some random person. Alicia Keys is a firm favorite to make an appearance with Usher during his February 11th set. She's been confirmed, but neither Keys or Usher have commented on this.
I don't care for her music.
Oh, so
I know
we
that
don't
sounds
know.
awful.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's one of those people where I'm like, she's amazing. Obviously, I clearly think she's an incredible artist.
Yeah,
I can recognize that this is good, but personally, for me, I'm not like, it doesn't. I'm never like throwing it on, but. Yeah, go off. A lot of people love her.
Yeah.
So actually, this hasn't been confirmed. She is the what people think it'll be, but also people are saying Justin Bieber might.
Oh,
that would be fun.
And he can do his weird stomping around that he does.
Yeah.
Oh, that would make sense too, because didn't Usher bring him into relevance?
I believe so. Yeah. Beyonce is another potential guest star. I have a feeling she would not do it. You know.
I guess. I mean, unless she has another album to promote.
I think that she would want to be the headliner.
Yeah, but you could come in and just do like one song and everybody go crazy and then get out of there. Like, I don't know.
My money is on Justin Bieber.
Okay.
Who's yours? You're still thinking Foo Fighters?
Yeah, I'm still thinking. I think the Foo Fighters. And then that would be so funny if it's the Foo Fighters.
That would be hilarious. Or Creed.
Maybe it's Creed. If it's Creed,
I'll lose my mind.
No, honestly, it should be Creed.
It should be Creed.
It should be Creed.
Usher shouldn't do it, actually. Creed should do it. Get them out there.
Creed needs to do it, and it's going to be that would be smart.
It really would be.
Everyone would love it. We need to love America again, the same way that we loved them when Creed was
Get a bald man on some weird sheets and drag him around in the air.
That's what we need. To show, support to our country.
God damn it. Well, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. Should we discuss who's on PIP?
Yeah, let's do it. So we're doing this new segment. Let us know what you think. We're going to do what's on PIP, so performance improvement plan, and who is promoted.
Who is promoted.
Or what is promoted in your life. So on PIP for me is scrolling social media because holy fuck, I literally have an addiction to it.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's a verifiable thing. I was laughing. I went to a restaurant on Friday and there's a kid there just openly on an iPad. That's a very common sight right now. And I was realizing, like, I kept looking at what he was doing on the iPad and I was like, my addiction to screens is so bad that this kid a table over, I'm like peering over at his screen. I can't get away.
No, it's crazy.
I'm like, you need to put your screen away because I can't handle it. Okay. I'm like, what are we Bluey? Are we watching Bluey? Like, let's what's going on?
It is so bad. Mark put it this way. So he texted me randomly and he was like, I've been thinking a lot.
Oh.
And I was like, oh boy. And he was like, we need to put down our phone sometimes. So like,
absolutely. He is not wrong.
He actually, I'll get the name of it once I have it, but there's like an app you can install that every time you go onto social media, it'll have like a little prompt that comes up. It's like, how long do you want to be on this? And you can say like 10 minutes or whatever. and then it just closes out and you can't go back into it for like 3 hours.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Matt has one that it like makes you do a little breath work thing before you go on.
Oh, interesting.
Where it'll say, hey, you've opened this 45 times today.
Yeah.
Like, are you sure you want to proceed? And then you say yes or no. And then from there it goes, okay, time to take a deep breath. And it like does this whole like little series. And then you're able to go on.
Huh.
At least it makes you more mindful while you're on. Like, oh,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Or like I would probably see that and be like, I'm not doing this fucking breath thing.
Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, because sometimes it's like instinctual.
Yeah.
You ever know where you're like, why did I open this? I don't have a memory of my brain saying, let's open this.
Right.
But it's just, I instinctively muscle memory opened Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Or
And
some
like,
bullshit.
when we post, if you guys ever want to DM me and get a response, just do it right after I post something, because let me tell you something. I'm refreshing that fucking page every 5 seconds. Like watching the likes go. It's so pathetic and stupid.
It's weird. I don't know.
Yeah,
There's
it's weird.
definitely going to be some science that comes out about this.
Yeah.
There already is, but like more concerning. There's
Yeah.
no way this is good. On PIP for me, I would have to say alcohol. Drinking.
I hate that for you.
I hate that for me, but not that I've just been very stressed out with work right now, and I feel like I've just like winter, like it always ends up being a heavier,
Yeah.
bar. There's not as much like outdoorsy stuff you can do because it's cold.
Yeah.
And I'm also saying this because Matt recorded his special last night at Littlefield in Brooklyn, and it was amazing.
When does it come out? Is there a due date?
We don't know yet. I think
Okay.
like probably 2 to 3 months or so. It needs to be edited, and like that process can
That's awesome.
vary. Who knows?
Yeah.
So definitely we'll keep you posted as it was like it was absolutely the densest joke like hour of comedy I've ever seen in my life.
That's amazing.
By far.
I'm
Sorry,
not surprised
folks.
at all.
Like,
yeah.
Mark obviously is like amazing at that too, but like I think they're both in the same vein where it's like you're gonna get your money's worth.
There's no dead air.
There is not a syllable that is not serving the purpose of the next punchline.
Right.
It was great. It was really, really good. So I was like, oh, I got to celebrate because it's a big accomplishment for me. And just drank more than I should have, which is fine. Whatever. It is, like, God forbid. But at the same time, I'm like, oof.
I know.
I'm going to, cut back, spend more time outside.
Yeah.
It's on PIP. Get out of here.
It's on PIP.
An improvements plan.
Yeah. I feel like on PIP for me is just constantly being hot. I got like in the sense that like I need to like really put some effort.
Oh, yes. Being a woman. You're on
Being a woman.
PIP.
I'm on woman PIP.
Hot lady PIP.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's a lot of energy.
So much energy.
And funds.
Yeah, it's crazy. In terms of promoted, I want to start getting up earlier. It's so much easier said than done. It is so fucking hard because I just go to bed at like 2 a.m. literally.
Well, don't.
Because that's when I hang out with Mark.
Oh, well,
Meh.
I mean, that's just like how your life is structured, you know?
I know, but then
I'm
I'm
like,
like,
don't promote that.
yeah, I either need to promote getting up earlier or doing work, but while I'm like sitting on the couch with Mark. Work meaning like scheduling, TikToks for this podcast, and shit like that. I don't mean like serious business work, but because in my mind, like I'm a much more productive person in the morning, and so I just skip I'm like sleeping all fucking morning.
Right, so you're like out of that. I know I'm definitely more productive in the morning as well. I think you maybe just should be more conscientious because obviously Mark's not in town all the time, right? So the nights that he's there, it's like good to spend the time. But then in the morning, you're like, oh, like the days where he's not there, there's no need to be out till 2 unless you're doing spots or something.
Yeah, but now like my circadian rhythm is just that way.
Well, all right. Well, we'll see how that promotion lays out, I guess. I don't know. That's tough. That's a bad one. Mm-hmm. Promote for me is, ironically, I think like filming stuff on the vein of the special. Yeah. It was so cool watching the effort and everything that he did like go into putting this, and it's obviously going to be online at some point. And I need to do that. I need to do that as well. So I went and did Soul Joel's, which amazing club in Pottsville, if you're there, Pottsville, Pennsylvania, on Friday. And it was just so much fun. It was such a hot room. I had a strong set there.
Did you film it?
Yeah, I got the tape. So I think I have a little like throwaway joke about Taylor Swift. Like it's not that deep, but I'm going to edit and post it.
Yes.
Damn it.
You should.
Gonna do it.
If you want someone to do that for you, because I fucking hate doing that, I have some names, by the way.
Perfect. You guys, you will see it. You'll see it on my social media. And you better fucking like it. Okay? Better like it.
Speaking of Taylor Swift, so obviously we cannot get off the subject. As much as we try, we cannot get off the subject.
The whole world can't. So, like, I don't know. What are we supposed to resist the world?
So Jack Sweeney, he is the founder of Elon Jets. We interviewed him, I don't know, a few months ago. It was a really interesting interview.
Yeah.
Because he genuinely does not see like what he's doing as being a little strange. But what he does is he tracks the jet paths of a lot of people, actually, politicians, Russian oligarchs, public figures, including Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm.
So Taylor Swift got wicked pissed and was like, this is stalking and harassing behavior. But what he said, he was like, okay, but I already did the thing that he had to do with Elon, because Elon also gave him a cease and desist where he delayed what he's putting out into the world by 24 hours.
He's doing a delay?
He's doing a delay on Taylor. He's doing a delay on Taylor, and all this information is public information. So there's no way she's going to win this case, by the way.
There's no case.
There's no case.
There is no case. There's nothing that he's doing is illegal. If it was, Elon would have come after him already.
Yeah.
Elon's only, if you're not familiar with the story, I highly recommend going back and listening to that podcast. It was a lot of fun talking to him about it and kind of getting his perspective. But the short version of the story is that Elon got really mad at him for, posting on Twitter, which he had just purchased, his location. So he banned him from Twitter and then banned all the journalists covering the story as well.
Yeah.
Which was extremely
anti-free speech
and hypocritical of him, because he had just bought Twitter under the guise of protecting free speech.
Right.
And then the second he didn't like something, he was like, yeah, shut it down. But then he eventually let them back on with the 24-hour rule. The journalists were like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Hard fuck this.
Yeah.
It was a really messed up thing, but Jack actually ended up getting Forbes 30 under 30 partially because of that.
I know. He's actually like such a ballsy kid.
It's cool. I'm not sure what he's going to do with all this, because I don't think he's making money off the whole thing.
No, but I think he's getting attention, and like it's kind of it's just interesting, the whole thing. Like, he actually famously asked Elon Musk if he was like, I would love an internship with you. And actually, like, I was kind of a little surprised in some ways that wouldn't work on a guy like Elon Musk.
Totally.
Where he'd be like, oh, this kid's showing some like very strange, but like he's showing a initiative that you don't see in a lot of young kids. And he's just doing it for the love of the game, which is so funny.
It's so cool.
So Sweeney, 21 years old, this guy, 21.
He's a baby.
He told the Post that he saw the letter sent by Taylor's team as an attempt to scare him away from sharing public data. The accounts offer only an incomplete sketch of which cities Swift might be in, similar to the public schedules for her concerts or any NFL games she might attend, he said. And the letters, he added, were sent to him at a time when she faced criticism over her flight's environmental effects. He goes, the information is already out there. Her team thinks they can control the world. So
he's not wrong.
He's not wrong. And I will say, I mean, I don't know if you've been on TikTok lately, but so many people are making fun of how much she uses her jet. There'll be like Taylor Swift when her like remotes across the room, and it'll be like her getting in a jet, which is really funny. There was one particular flight that was made, I mean, it's already public, but he just made it more visible to a lot of people, that it was only a 28-mile flight. So that one's under like a lot of scrutiny.
Was that in LA?
I actually don't know.
I bet it was, because honestly, 28 miles in LA is like, it's a 5-hour drive. You're never getting there.
Totally.
I heard that she just sold one of her jets kind of in response to this.
Because
she had two and then switched down to one.
What's the purpose of having two?
I don't know.
Yeah.
To be fair, she's probably transporting other stuff as well.
Yeah.
It's not just her physical body every time. Like,
right. She's not like a
Travis Kelce, I'm sure, is probably getting on this jet a decent bit. So like if he needs to come meet her or something, she can send the jet. And it's such a crazy life.
I know.
It's crazy.
And like we all act like we're so above it. I would be like, great, I'm on the jet.
Oh, I would be thrilled to go on a private jet. Absolutely. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Have you ever been?
I have.
Oh my God.
I have.
Nay.
I know. It was actually with my ex-boyfriend. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, Mark. Let's see your private jet.
Yeah, right. Mark has not even bought me first class. No, I'm not. Whatever.
Obviously, yeah. But, this is obviously a joke.
It's fine. But we went on. My ex-boyfriend owned a private jet, and so we took that.
He owned a private jet?
His family did.
Wow.
We went from Acapulco to Mexico City. From Mexico City to some other town that they had a house in.
Damn.
He was fucking rich. And it was lovely. It was lovely.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds legit.
Yeah, and I was just like on this private jet with a bunch of like Pomeranians that their family owned.
You're legally required to have Pomeranians on a private jet. They're staff.
Yeah, his mother had Pomeranian named Signor Winston.
Oh,
yeah,
Signor.
And I was just some girl from Massachusetts being like, I don't know what the fuck's going on because my boyfriend did not tell me any of this. I thought we were just going to like one of his family's houses in Mexico. I didn't realize what I was in for, but. What a weekend. I also got my underwear caught in the zipper of my pants.
On the private jet?
On the private jet.
Your fly is just stuck down and you're like, I don't belong here.
Yeah.
I need to get off.
No, I got to get out of here. Yeah, so I actually wanted to address this as well because it's made me laugh out loud. We got a comment on our YouTube where someone was like, she does her own makeup for NFL games. And I'm like, okay, no, she does not. Like she's never done her makeup in her entire life, which is fine. If I were that rich, I would be like, somebody come and put my socks on.
Totally. Well, no, I wouldn't do that. But
genuinely,
for her, and specifically the NFL games, it's like she's getting a lot of eyes on her.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make sense financially for her to do her own makeup there.
It would be ridiculous. And also like the eyeliner is like, it is on there.
Yeah.
It's hard. Red lips, it is on there. Like it has to be pretty precise.
No, absolutely.
And also, I know girls that are just going to the fucking game. They're not even celebrities. They're just going and they're getting their makeup done they have like parties afterwards.
I bet.
For the idea that
it's
Taylor
their
Swift
job.
doesn't have like if she didn't have a beauty team going with her everywhere on her jet, that's just her eliminating jobs. Like she should be having, you know what I mean? I'm like,
support the economy.
She should
Taylor.
be supporting these makeup artists if she's not. That's like outrageous. Speaking of which, I hate to be a hater, but her hair looked really terrible at the Grammys. Did you see this?
It was with like the braid in it?
It was like the braid and like...
I saw a lot of people were hating on it. You know something about me? Kind of liked it.
Really? Oof, I did not like it. Also, I think she just needs to face the facts and become a blonde again. She needs to pop with the blonde.
Is it not popping?
It's not popping. It's more of like a mousy brunette right now. It's got to be like...
You think?
Yeah.
I thought for sure. I thought it was... Wow, I have bad... I clearly don't
Maybe you're colorblind.
Maybe I'm colorblind. I clearly don't work in beauty. Let me tell you that. Let me just pull up a picture of this real quick. If you agree with me, that'd be great. Oh, yeah, you're right. It is kind of brown.
Yeah, it's kind of brown.
I think she looks so cute. But what are you going to do?
Yeah. Alrighty. So moving on. Elon Musk, I had no idea that he had another set of twins. Did you know that?
Another recently?
Another with a top executive at Neuralink.
Oh, one of his companies. That's weird.
Yeah, her name is Siobhan Zillis.
Okay.
She was one of the top executives at his company. He's basically on this tirade. I mean, obviously we know this about him, but it's just like something to really reiterate is the fact that he is on this like he's trying to like populate the universe.
He's a birther. He's a birther. He's got a birthing fetish.
My question here is like he's not with this woman. He just wanted to get someone smart who he respects pregnant so that they could procreate together and put them back. And it's crazy.
What a weird proposition. But I'm sure there was paperwork involved.
Definitely. But I'm also like, so there's no expectation of him to like co-parent.
Yeah.
There's obviously some sort of financial expectation.
Sure. I'm sure she was financially compensated.
But I'm like, was it
handsomely.
in vitro or did they have sex to do this? Probably in vitro.
Probably in vitro because he's been in relationships. I wonder, I mean, those kids are pretty old. So was that still in the Grimes era?
They are, no, because they conceived them in 2021, I believe.
Okay. So that was while they were broken up. Is that her?
That's her.
She looks a little crazy.
Yeah.
But I guess, I mean, well, that makes sense.
I mean, so does he. So.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking crazy.
Interesting. Meanwhile, we have Louis who's jerking off in front of people and gets in a ton of trouble. This guy is telling his employees to have his literal twins.
Yeah, well, you know,
that
gotta do what you gotta do for the job, Laura.
I get. Well, seriously, but you know how it feels kind of weird this is an okay story, but then the other things, I guess it's like sexual harassment versus a job offer.
Right.
Versus a formal proposition to, would you like to have my babies? No, for real.
Like, that is so crazy, dude. Wow.
I would certainly feel uncomfortable if my CEO came to me and said, like, I have a potential side project for you to get after if you really want to, commit to this company. Some extra credit to get promoted, for instance. This was her version of being promoted.
Oh my God, she's promoted.
Yeah.
She's not on PIP.
Promoted is having your boss's twins.
Great.
That's promoted. Also, what, he's gonna fire her now?
I know. Well,
she can't. I mean, bulletproof.
Yeah, completely.
That girl's got a job for whatever she wants at Neuralink.
So while I was looking into this, I came across this little story. There's this guy who has been writing this biography about him, and he had some interesting intel from his experiences with the pair. I guess they like hang out and co-parent sometimes or whatever.
Okay.
So he goes to Austin. He's at the house of Siobhan Zillis, the Neuralink executive. So he's been like, she has essentially been Elon Musk's intellectual companion on artificial intelligence since she founded OpenAI. Since the founding of OpenAI 8 years earlier.
Got it. Okay.
This guy goes on to explain that Musk initially had the group leave their phones outside their house and they chatted outside because he, quote, said, somebody could use them to monitor our conversation. And the author's like, okay, but I'm here and
I'll just remember it with my brain.
And I'm also like, gonna write a biography about you and this part's gonna be in it.
Yeah, what the hell? That's so funny. I love how Elon has like gotten so hyper fixated on technology he forgot about like good old fashioned remembering stuff.
Right. I guess
with your mind.
I guess in his mind he's probably like, prove it,
Sure.
I don't know. But anyway, so then later he said that he could use what he said about AI in my book. So that's why I guess it's public knowledge now. So he recalled during the meeting that Zillis, the I almost said wife, the baby mama, I guess, has made coffee for the group and nothing was unusual until Musk started discussing the daunting dangers of AI and machine learning. Isaacson, the author, added that Musk admitted he had no time to think about running X, formerly Twitter, when humans were on the verge of a potential AI takeover. Yikes.
No time.
I know, right? You have just had 2 more kids for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
And then Isaacson wrote, he was like, for a moment I was struck by the oddness of the scene. We were sitting on the suburban patio by a tranquil backyard swimming pool on a sunny spring day with 2 bright-eyed twins, and Musk is somberly speculating about a window of opportunity for building a sustainable human colony on Mars before an AI apocalypse destroys our civilization.
Oh my God. He was just coming down from ketamine or something like that. Have you seen that story? How he's been like on all these drugs? He's been doing Molly and stuff like that.
Why? He's just for funsies or?
For fun. He's just partying.
Okay.
Yeah. So I feel like Elon was having one of those like weird days. He's like, he did shrooms the night before. He was still kind of feeling himself. And he's just like, I'm going to force these 2 people with these kids to sit here and listen to me just hypothesize about what might happen.
I mean, one of the things that does freak me out though is just like how much access and knowledge Elon Musk has. So I'm like, why is he saying all these things? So he also said, he goes, I can't just sit around and do nothing. With AI coming, I'm sort of wondering whether it's worth spending that much time thinking about Twitter. Sure, I could have probably made it the biggest financial institution in the world.
Oh my God.
But I have only so many brain cycles and hours in the day. I mean, it's not like I need to be richer or something. Fucking love Elon.
He's also just trying to give himself an excuse for Twitter not doing well.
True.
Just kind of talking his way out of it.
I'm hoping that's what it is because it's freaky as fuck to hear something like that. But
I mean, AI is going to be a problem. I think it's not. I'm not as worried about it in some ways. It's obviously going to make a big impact, but just knowing a little bit more about like IT and the systems behind it, it's hard for people to implement this kind of stuff. It'll definitely impact some things, but like most of these companies are running on 30-year-old like network switches that are so like it's not that sophisticated in some places. So it'll impact certain areas. It'll definitely impact like financial systems. That'll be interesting. But we've got a lot of work to do, Yeah.
I mean, I feel like a few years ago, the biggest topic was like, oh, we might have self-driving trucks and then all the truck drivers. And it's like, that's kind of the least of our worries.
And that's the point is that people get really hyped about stuff and it's important and you want to keep an eye on it. But the reality of how the world works is like, it's pretty tough.
Yeah.
Now, it will be interesting for how it impacts the stock market because I definitely think AI is going to be used to trade. which
Yeah.
will, and then the ripple effects of what that might mean for
Yeah.
everything. So
Well, some AI
it'll be
love.
very interesting applications. I just
Yeah.
maybe I'm being naive. I don't know. Who cares?
Yeah. Yeah.
No one's asking me. You guys have your own thoughts. I'd actually be curious what you guys
I
think.
feel like you're so hungover today.
I'm so hungover.
Because you're like, I don't know, who cares? What do I care? I don't know.
I don't
And I'm
know.
like, Laura, it's gonna be okay.
Just trying to commit. I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Put me out of my misery. I'm actually doing okay, but my brain is just like fog. You know, one of those where it's like, and then I'm trying to. What are the impacts of AI in 30 years, Laura?
Yeah.
I'm like,
I don't know, man.
I'm just four margaritas.
I'm just trying to put one foot in front of the other.
Yeah, I just want to see Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl. Okay.
I
God
made
forbid.
a dip for us that could be either delicious or absolutely disgusting.
It's gonna
and
be
there's-
so good.
I don't know.
It's buffalo chicken, right?
Okay. So I saw this on TikTok.
Okay.
And it's canned shredded chicken.
Okay, that's fine.
Is it?
I mean,
never had
I
it
would
before.
never eat that, but
Okay,
normally.
right.
But
And then-
I mean, I'm sure it's gonna taste fine. It's one of
Okay.
those things. If you didn't tell me it was canned, I'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah. And
It
then
should taste normal, you know?
cottage cheese
Oh, I don't like
mixed
cottage cheese.
together with buffalo sauce and jalapenos on it. Heat it up.
Okay.
I think it has potential. And if it is good, we should have it all the time. It's just like lunch.
I don't really like cottage cheese, I think. I, to be honest, haven't had it in a very long time. So who
think
knows?
With it heated up, it's going to be kind of just like a creamy cheese.
Thank you for switching the topic to something that my hungover brain can actually handle. I'm like, this I can get behind. A nice dip? Ooh, I've got thoughts on that. AI?
It's either going to be delicious or literally fucking disgusting.
Tune in if
We'll
we'll let you know. We'll post on our story if it's good or
We'll
not.
find out.
We'll find out.
So Stanley Cups. Talk
Yes,
to me.
let me tell you about Stanley Cups. This is another topic that I feel confident in being able to handle. It's pretty straightforward, team. If you haven't seen the craze, where you been? The viral Stanley Cups, not hockey, literal quenchers. They're 40 ounces. They have other cup types, but the popular one is this massive. It's got a handle on the side.
crazy.
All different types of colors. Cute little straw lid thing.
Do you have one?
And I do not. I have
No,
the
me neither.
competitor, the
Oh,
Hydro
okay.
Flask.
Okay.
I'm a Hydro Flask girl. And this is the lamest thing in the world. But I think the biggest part about the quencher is that it fits in a car cup holder,
Okay.
which I gotta be honest, that is a pretty nice feature. Hydro
That
Flask
is,
does not fit in a car cup holder, but I don't have a car, so what are you gonna do?
It has become like the universal symbol of suburban moms.
It has.
And so it's and like, hey, listen, that's a huge market, so they're doing really well.
Oh,
but
they're
it's
killing.
kind of like, for me, I know this sounds like so stupid and whatever, but like if I was wearing like an outfit I felt good about and I had to like carry my Stanley Cup around, I would be like, oh, this is an outfit ruiner.
100%.
This like makes me look like a fucking nerd.
But you understand also that like it's just such a different culture. So for them, they're like, oh, I'm not upset that I'm a suburban mom. This is like, this is my brand. Get me that cup. And they've really gone hard with them. It's an interesting story as to why they got really popular in the first place. They're pretty expensive. They're like between $30 to $50, which is, that's straight up, that's expensive.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I guess if you think about it in the cost of like, I get, water bottles all the time, which is bad for the environment and adds up pretty
No,
quick.
you should definitely do it, but it's still
Yeah.
like kind of crazy. Like you can just get the knockoff for $15.
Yeah,
It's
that's
the
true.
same damn thing. But you want the brand. I get it. Listen, I've been there. Stanley Cup, the dad of the
parent
sorry.
company?
No, the actual dad of the guy who started Stanley Cup was started Morgan Stanley.
What? Really?
I know, right? Isn't
Oh,
that
that's
interesting?
crazy.
Or it might be the other way around. I'm not sure how here. Stanley of Stanley Water Bottles was William Stanley Jr., born in Brooklyn in 1858. It's an old company.
Damn.
He was a physicist and an inventor. Most of his patents concerned the transmission of electricity. William Stanley's son was Harold Stanley, who started, worked with J.P. Morgan and then founded Morgan Stanley. Sorry, I got that backwards. His kid started Morgan Stanley.
Damn, that's crazy.
It's like a reverse Nepo baby situation. Yeah. It's like your kid kind of was like, I like what you're doing with water bottles. What if we did it with money?
Yeah.
Let's just do that. Very successful. So the cups became popular in the first place because of Mormon moms.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Isn't that
I
interesting?
was pretty spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In 2019, they were actually not doing well at all, to the point where they had discontinued the quenchers, because
Oh, wow.
no one was buying them. They were like, this is bananas. It's 40 ounces. It's like
Yeah.
an egregious amount of water.
I mean, I guess I would like it to sit next to my desk.
Well,
and, you know.
don't worry. People definitely got on board with
Yeah,
that later on. But it was not popular at all back in 2019, to the point, again, where they were just not really moving that many units and weren't selling, like weren't going to continue producing them. But the Buy Guide, which is a like blog from within the Mormon community, that's through, I think it's mostly in like the Midwest and like more on the West. I don't know if there's as many Mormons on the East Coast. But they had fallen in love with the 40-ounce quencher, and it was one of the first products that they actually used in their Buy Guide to like try to tell people to do it. They had sent one of them as a gift to Taylor Linney and Linney as gifts and shared it at a favorite things party. She noticed that everyone she gave one loved it. And then when the Buy Guide started, it was one of the first things we ever posted and sold. We could only ever find small quantities on Amazon or Bed Bath & Beyond, and that was only from time to time. So each time we shared it, those sold out quickly in their communities. Then Stanley discontinued it. We were shocked, confused, and devastated. Many of our first followers were too. We knew it was a good product, and then nothing exactly like it existed.
Yeah, because it keeps the heat in and the cold in, right?
Yeah, they're pretty. I mean, they're nice. There's a
Yeah.
lot of duplicates on it too. I think they could probably have found another one, but they wanted their Stanleys, damn it. So apparently they had reached out to people at Stanley wanting to like distribute it themselves. Didn't get any reply, but they were only able to get in contact with them when they sent a quencher to Emily Maynard, who's from The Bachelor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's smart. What a perfect audience.
I know.
Yeah.
She apparently just had a new baby, so they sent her one of the cups, and she did a story about it, and then someone who works at Stanley saw it, and with the help of with her, they were able to purchase 5,000 cups to sell on their own, to like redistribute or whatever to their followers. They did that. They sold them all out. They like crowd funded the money to like go and purchase like it's a lot of that's $200,000 or so.
Yeah.
For that many cups. Like that's a big order.
Yeah.
Sold them all out, did it again. And by doing this a couple different times, Stanley, they ended up going really viral. And now people are fighting over them in Target. Did you see this video?
No.
Oh my God, it's so funny.
Holy shit. Oh my
They had
God.
just launched like the Valentine's Day Stanleys or some bullshit, like some limited edition thing. They had just opened up the display, and people are like, it's like Black Friday.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Crawling all over each other to get them.
Damn, good for them. They figured it out. I will say, like, something like this, I would imagine that for so many years they were probably trying to target like hikers or whatever, like that kind of thing, and then they didn't realize that the target audience were like the women wearing Uggs.
Yeah,
that's your audience.
The moms.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It makes a lot of sense. You're like with your kids all day. You don't like, you just you get thirsty.
You get thirsty. I love it. I love a big water bottle.
Hell yeah.
And I can't stress enough how popular they are right now.
Yeah.
There is a Facebook fan group with 61,000 members in it.
Oh my God.
Called Stanley Cup Hunters and Drops for passionate Stanley Cup fanatics.
So there's going to be like collectors.
For sure. Yeah. It's like Beanie Babies.
Yeah.
People lost their shit for it.
I loved Beanie Babies as a kid.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. This was interesting. So Stanley has actually been pretty savvy on trying to, they weren't very big on social media, but I think they've recently really tried to like lean in on this entire storyline. Yeah. They hired the guy from Crocs, who was the CMO of Crocs, Terrence Riley, this bald guy right here. Crocs, another one.
Yeah.
What a comeback story.
I know.
They are popular. Not
they really
in like
are.
New York, but like in the rest of the country.
Yeah.
People love them.
I've seen guys in New York in the summertime, actually, like
really
cooler young guys wearing like socks with their Crocs.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
People do, Birkenstocks are kind of back too.
Yeah, definitely.
So anyway, point being, Terrence Riley, he clearly was able to pull something off with Crocs. Like, that is the ugliest shoe in the world. And
it's for
nuts.
chefs. It's a shoe for chefs.
Yeah. Is that really what it's
right?
called?
I don't know.
That sounds right.
Doesn't
we'll
it
go
seem
with that.
Like
this
a
is us
lot of
spreading
chefs-
misinformation. Just kidding.
Like, I just remember like Mario Batali was always wearing Crocs.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Orange ones, if I I'm remembering correctly.
There was one girl when I was swimming who was very well known because she had hot pink Crocs that she would always wear up to the blocks and stuff. And we're like, Crocs girl. She was fast. She was great.
That's
Emily.
cool though. That's a cool brand.
It is.
I'm
It
like
is.
so jealous of people that have like a uniform that they wear on
yeah,
stage. That's
style, like a little,
Yeah.
like, well, not, you know what I mean? Like a
But
little
yeah.
like
where it's like there's
personal brand. Yes.
Yeah.
Probably should try to do one of those at some point.
I do not have. If somebody tried to describe me, they would be like, "Oh, she's like medium build, brunette, white girl." Like there's nothing.
She wears a lot of sweaters.
Yeah.
She wears black jeans like a lot.
Yeah, that's me.
Yep. That's me. Also me.
Yeah. They
larger
could
build.
be describing either of us.
It's true. Okay. So anyway, the Terrence Riley, he clearly saw that there was opportunity with the Quencher thing, with the storyline. And I think this is what really pushed it over the edge. A clip went viral on TikTok and then other social media platforms as well, where a woman had a car fire and one second, let me.
And her Stanley Cup survived. Is that the story?
Spill. But what about?
Oh my.
It was on a fire yesterday. Still has
Holy
ice in it.
shit. No way.
It's like it almost feels staged.
I mean,
People
TBH, if that's true, I'm buying one.
It's okay. So if you didn't hear, basically this lady's car was completely burned out. Like if you're just listening, it's on fucking fire. Like the whole thing has been torched, but unbelievably totaled. Probably about to be towed away to like a scrap yard or something like that. The lady is filming and she pulls out her Stanley Cup that was in the cup holder. It's charred. Like it's clearly been part of this fire, but she shakes it and there's still ice in the fucking
crazy.
Stanley Cup.
That is so crazy.
So Stanley's response to this was super epic. Terrence is a genius where he does the little video and he's like, "Oh my God, so sorry for your car fire.
Yeah.
Happy to see the Stanley Cup did well. We're only going to do this one time so no one get any ideas, but we would like to buy you a new car."
Wow.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
So they bought her a new I'm assuming they followed through with it. That'd be insane if they didn't.
Yeah.
But they bought her a new car. I also like how they noted that they wouldn't do it again so people didn't get any like weird ideas.
Yeah.
Torching their cars, trying to get a
So true.
Yeah. So they bought her a new car and that obviously continued to just build on the craze. I think another thing that has really been helping with the virality of it is there's a lot of accessories, which I would never think you could accessorize a cup. People are so creative.
Yeah, right.
Some of these like absolutely kill me. They're it's like wild. This little one right here, you can put this little cover on your straw, the straw on the top of the Stanley Cup, and they have like little ice cream cones, so it's kind of cute.
Or like a Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
This is regular coffee, but I put Dunkin' Donuts in front of it.
This one, this one is another image or a little mini Stanley Cup that you put on top of your Stanley Cup.
Okay, good.
Perfect.
And there's one for boys and girls.
Yeah, pink and blue.
And
then there's one that's a full wallet and a strap. So this is a cry for help.
That's a cry for help.
Yeah, this person,
that is not acceptable.
No.
So you could put all of your money, your phone, your keys on this fucking thing.
Yeah, there's lanyards. You can strap it to your body. I will say, if you were hiking, this would be very convenient.
If you're hiking.
But it is a cry for help.
I feel like there's also better like strap backpack with like the straw
Totally.
things for hiking.
Oh yeah. Camelbacks. Those are also a cry for help. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of friends who use them. And
Oh
I'm
my
always
God,
like,
I've seen this. This next one.
This next one is hilarious to me. So you have over the top of the Stanley Cup, and it attaches to the handle and the lid, a full snack tray. In this image, there's like a popcorn chicken, popcorn, and fries strapped to the Stanley Cup.
That's a human feeding trough.
A trough.
That's a trough if I've ever seen one.
You can take into your Jetta.
Oh God, that is absolutely. I would like to know the stats on how many people have actually purchased this.
Oh, I'm a ton of people.
That's
outrageous. And I think
outrageous.
this is part of the thing is that they put them on TikTok, and it's insane. Like looking at it, you're like, this looks crazy. But if I saw someone doing that on TikTok, I'd watch.
Definitely.
But all of this is kind of giving Starbucks, you know, the people who order the like colorful drinks from Starbucks.
Yeah.
It's that same category of person.
Which is a lot of people.
It's a lot. They make a lot of money off of them.
Yeah.
I couldn't. It's not my style.
Yeah.
Happy
No,
for them.
it's not
I
my
do
style.
kind of love when people get really into like niche, harmless things.
Go for it.
Go
yeah,
crazy.
Be happy.
Do it.
Be
and
happy.
I'm gonna laugh lightly at you, but also mostly I'm happy for you that you got to have
Absolutely.
your silly Your silly little feeding trough.
And they're so happy about it. They're so thrilled.
So happy about it. It absolutely kills me. They did hit a bit of a snag. Remember how I told you at the beginning there was going to be a sinister twist to the Stanley Cups? Well, we're at it. The Stanley Cup recently was discovered to have literal lead in it.
That's like the old school poisoning.
That's taking it back. That's like 1700s kind of.
Wait, no, I thought our parents had lead poisoning.
Well, it lasted for a while.
Yeah,
but I think it like came around because they used to have it in paint. Like if you buy an old house, you have to like make sure there's no lead in the paint,
which is crazy.
Yeah, isn't that the theory as to why some of them are so angry?
Yeah,
the boomers.
Yeah. And then what do we have? Like asbestos or something?
We have microplastics.
Oh, microplastics. Yes,
which is why your colon's fucked up.
Yeah, allegedly we have we eat like an entire credit card every month.
Oh wow, good for us.
Of plastic. That's
awesome.
what Mark told me. I don't know where he's getting this information,
card.
but yeah.
Where? What am I eating? What has it?
I have no idea. Mark just listens to these YouTubes all the time, and he comes back, like he'll just come into the room that I'm working, and he's like, "Did you know that we eat a bunch of microplastics?" Like, all right, Mark.
Okay.
Yeah,
probably.
So according to him, we eat a credit card every month.
Well, you can put next to that credit card also a lead ball because apparently we are drinking the lead as well. I'm being a little dramatic with this whole thing. So essentially what Stanley was saying is that there is lead in the product. However, it's in the base that is covered by this like galvanized steel. So there's no access for the lead to the actual water.
But why the lead?
Thank you. Exactly.
Yeah.
It feels marketing alone. There's a lot of materials out there. Hydro Flask does not have any lead in it, okay? So
that we know of.
No, they've actually come out and been like, just for the record, no lead here. Then people started doing, of course, Stanley became even more viral from this whole fucking thing. So they swabbed them with these little test strips that they got from some like fucking stolen truck off Amazon or something. These are not reliable tests whatsoever. Yeah. And they're claiming that the Stanley Cups are testing positive for the lead, which is hilarious. So what are you going to do? Stanley said that they use the industry standard pellet to seal the vacuum insulation at the base of our products, which includes some lead, but that it's not accessible to consumers. I will say though, like if you had a car fire or something like that, like I think they should get rid of the lead.
Yeah. Yep. That's my hot take too. No lead. Less lead. That's on PIP.
Lead is on PIP.
Lead is on PIP. Asbestos?
Lead
on PIP.
Lead, asbestos. Microplastics also. Microplastics actually I like them. Promote them.
Let's promote those.
Promote them.
Here's what. I don't know what microplastics are in, but I'm assuming everything, and everything is delicious. So let's just keep it in that.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm loving the food nowadays. So microplastics are promoted. Lead and asbestos are on PIP. Get them out. Get them out of my Stanley Cup. Also, I think I'm probably going to buy a Stanley Cup now is the reality. This marketing has worked quite well.
Why not?
I've just talked pretty positively about it for 20 minutes. And I'm like, I kind of want to be part of I want to be part of it.
Okay, good. One. Yeah, let's do it. So. Maybe we can get Risque Business News.
We should. Yeah. Wait, that'd be cute.
That would be cute.
Okay.
Okay, well, that was a lot of fun. Enjoy your Super Bowl, everybody. I think this is going to come out after the Super Bowl, but we'll see.
Sound like idiots.
Yeah, we will sound like idiots no matter what. But
that's what we do.
Definitely about the Usher things because I feel like the Foo Fighters may or may not make an appearance.
If it's Creed, I will throw up.
I'm going to fucking
lose my mind.
I would have so much fun. Are you kidding?
It'd be so fun. It'd be great.
We have to go heat up a either delicious or disgusting dip that I made. Drop in the comments which you think it'll be. And remember to give us 5 stars. We are sending out some gifts for people that do that. 5 stars and a nice
maybe it'll be a Stanley Cup. No,
review.
It won't be.
No, it definitely won't be. We don't have that kind of cash.
Yeah.
But it'll be something. It'll be something fun.
Friend of the pod. Lead ball.
Friend of the pod themed. And we already have some that we have to send out to. So sorry guys, they are coming. And follow me at May_planner. I just posted a bunch of dates. So if you guys want to come to any of those shows. And follow the pod, Risque Business News.
And follow me at Laura Sogar. I'm doing some stuff on the road too. So come on out.
Hell yeah.
All right. Bye.
All right, bye.